Yo, VIP, let's kick it.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
All right, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal, light up the stage and wax a chum like a candle. Dance, go rush the speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom daily. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gang where you better hit bullseye. The kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves. Yeah.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Vanilla ice.
Ice, ice, baby.
Yeah. Now that the party is jumping with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them if you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and a hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling in my 5.0 with the rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waving just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just drove by, kept on pursuing to the next stop. I busted a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block was dead, yo, so I continued to A1A.
Beachfront Avenue.
Girls were hot, wearing less than bikinis. Rock man lovers driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out.
All right, everybody. All right, listen, you listen here right now. You listen up, okay? You listen up. I am never, ever late to a gig. I am 5 hours early, okay? And one of these days, I'm going to get this right, all right? You guys are killing me in the chat. I was laughing my ass off as I'm shaking like this, clicking buttons, trying to get this damn thing to work and get it right again. Sorry about that. I apologize. I'm a DJ, okay? I'm not a professional streamer. Oh my God, man. Here we go again. So I go live on OBS. It shows it's live on YouTube. I'm reading y'all's comments. I'm clicking them on the screen. I'm cracking up laughing. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great stream. It's going to be so good. So many people jumped in here already. And bam, my son comes in here. It's not working. What are you doing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's working fine. I'm clicking. Look at this. Yeah, it wasn't working. So I had to make a new stream, get it going. And now everything's working. So welcome in. Welcome in. Here you go. Here. You ready?
Brother, this guy stinks.
And I was reading all y'all's comments on my first stream. So y'all let me know. Do y'all want me to start that intro at 6:55? Is that what it is? Because I just assumed I start at 7 and I let you guys populate the chat while you're listening to my Ice Ice Baby. And then I go live at 7:05. You know what I mean? Or 7:10, 7:15, whenever I can get the stream working correctly, you know? But yeah, so y'all let me know, man. If I'll start, you know what? Next week, I'll start at 6:55, okay? There we go. I'll start at 6:55. So that way you guys don't have to actually show up until 7. If you don't want to hear Ice Ice Baby anymore, then I totally understand. I got to get me a drink because my mouth is completely parched already from being so nervous because, okay, so I got to go back and read all these comments. Expert Island said, big show coming up tonight. Ricky Gonzalez in the house. Thank you. He said, is that so? Kelly King from the bedroom in the house. Roger in the house saying hello to everybody. J-Tech in the house. My man, thank you. My moderator, J-Tech's in the house. Thank you, guys. Shuffle couple in the house. Hey, yo, what's up? What's up, Dan and Emily? Thank y'all for joining tonight. Ricky Gonzalez. We got, who else? We got Jon Divine is already in the comments. What? Give it up. Give it up one time for Jon Divine. He's going to be on the show on the second hour, and we will be learning all about his DJ business and a lot more. I got a lot of questions to ask him. Can't wait to chat it up with him. Danny B in the house, talking his smack already. Starts at 7, but late, and there's a 10-minute intro. All right, man, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. J-Tech in the, oh yeah, saying that what's up to everybody. Moderator's doing his thing. Benny Swift in the house. What's up, Benny? Shuffle Couple's on time today. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. Hopefully he's not late to gigs like he is to live streams. Like I said, I deserve all of this. I deserve all this smoke, man. I deserve it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Just the way it happens. I'm sure James is banging his head. Yeah, I was banging my head and my wrists were shaking. Because, man, I was telling you guys, I still get a little nervous for these streams, just like I do for a wedding. I love it so much and I want it to be perfect so bad that I get nervous. And then something like this happens, you know, almost every freaking time on my streams. But as far as weddings go, man, I got that shit. I got it. All right, let's see. I was booted. Yeah, I had to start a new stream. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. I hope the other one's not even up there anymore. But yeah, I'll fix it after this stream. I will delete it from my channel. Yep, we're all good. We're all good. I was sitting right here reading all y'all's comments, thinking everything was fine until it wasn't. You know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And now we're going to start. I'm all frazzled. I had everything ready. I had my mind where I'm going. I had everything, you know, in my mind ready to go. Here we go. Let's see. Scott Pruitt in the house. King's Court. What else is there to do on a Wednesday evening? Thank you, my man. That's right. That's right. You're going to get your entertainment from me. Benny Swift. Yeah, I made it. I'm still saving up to get a set of column array speakers. Still leaning towards. Come on, Uno. What are you doing, man? How many times do we got to go over this? By the way, I'm glad you're here because I'm going to be ranting tonight. I hope you guys are ready for the rants. If you're ready for the rants, put some heart emojis in the chat. Or you know what? Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button on the stream. All right, let's see. RIP, is the Mayono no good? No, it's fine. It's right here, man. That's Kelly's mic. So whenever Kelly joins the stream, that's going to be her microphone. This is mine right here because I don't have to touch it. And with that one, I like to grab it and hold it and everything else. And I got too much stuff going on. I got stuff to click. I got videos to load up and all this. I don't need to be hanging onto that microphone. Let's see. Danny says my intro's way too long. All right. 5 to 10 minutes earlier, at least. Everybody's talking that smack. Play some Eminem rather than Vanilla Ice. Well, I know we could change it up, man. We could change it up. Where's Kevin Sounds at, man? He's not here tonight. Where's he at? He's late. I have a client call at 8, so I'll have to watch the second half tomorrow. I respect that. All right, man. Jon Divine will have to, you'll have to check him out tomorrow. Bring the smoke. I'm ready. That's what he says. All right. All right. Cool, man. He got them hearts in the chat. So, all right. Well, let's get into this because I've already wasted 15 minutes. So my first rant. Okay. Here we go, you guys. Are y'all ready for this? Tesla cars. Okay. I love my Model X. It's the best car I've ever owned. And I know this doesn't have a lot to do with DJing, but I had to say it. And that's why I'm doing it first because I'm going to wait and see how many people we get in here. And, you know, people that show up later will miss this part. But Tesla Model X. I take it to the freaking, I take it to the shop, right? Because my heater wasn't working, right? It takes 8 days for me to get an appointment, all right? 8 days. I finally get the appointment. I take it in there. It takes them 3 days before they even look at it, okay? And then 4 days to fix it. They only have 3 models of cars. Why the hell would it take so long to fix it, okay? When I worked at BMW, we had like 10 different models. We had SUVs, we had small cars, we had the big cars, we had little roadsters. We had all these cars we had to learn, and we had to fix all of them, okay? Teslas have been around for the last 12 to 15 years, and they're all the same. How do they not? They should be able to fix them cars in 5 minutes. Like, I don't understand it. I was so pissed. And then I go to get my car today, and it works, but my heater's broke, and guess what? It's not even cold here anymore. Like, I don't even need the damn heater anymore. Anyways, I just had to get that off my chest. If you guys, now I will still tell you guys, the Model X is like the best car I've ever owned. I love it to death, right? It's an amazing piece of technology, but their service friggin' sucks. It friggin' sucks. I'm telling you. So yeah, anyways. Tesla rant over. Okay, rant number 2. And this one is going to include the main man, the myth, the legend, the man himself that started, well, and he didn't start it, but you know, one of the biggest names on YouTube, our friends, what is cold in Texas? Yeah, it's cold in Texas is like 32, 25, 20, somewhere in there. That's about as cold as we get. Let's get to this chat screen here. I don't know. What do you guys like better? You like me on the full cam, or you like the because I mean I'm putting the comments up anyway, right? So what do you need it on the side for? Anyways, yeah. Cold in Texas is you know, 25 to about 40 degrees, you know, then we're cold. Other than that, we're good. But the man, the myth, the legend, the great Jason Jani, all right? This is going to be a rant, okay? First off, let's go to our screen share. And oh, check this out, guys. I got a new screen share option here now. So we're going to take that out of the way and look at this. We can click this and then let's see, where is it? Click that and we go to OBS and then we go to presenter overlay. I know you guys don't care about this. Bam. And that should pop up. There we go. Look at this action, eh? Now, instead of me, you know, you guys let me know. What do y'all like better? Do y'all like that where I have my like big self on the right side? Or do you like this better? Because I think this is kind of cool, right? So, all right, here we go. Look, our man Jani here. He posts a video, right? His video is new Jason Jani booth tour fire. All right.
Back to the channel. In this video, I want to take you along for the ride, introduce you to my new booth right over here, and show you what I'm using. I just updated my booths again. I actually went from the 55 Toad to the 65 Toad Maddox, and I've tricked them out the way that I do. I just finished this build. I sold off my other previous booths. I have so many different booths, and I feel like offering different looks is something that I feel is really, really cool, especially in the wedding space. We have different looks for different.
All right, y'all are still asking comments about the Tesla. Is my Tesla my daily driver? Yes, it is, and I love it. I love it. It's a great, fantastic car. It's super fast. And then, is the Earth flat or round? I believe it's round. But yeah. Anyways, so back to Jani. Look at this.
Different vibes, different locations, different events, and different.
Okay, we're not going to sit here and listen to this whole thing, but look at this. So basically, he's showing off his brand new booth build or whatever, and he's showing off the, like, you know, $50,000 of gear he has inside of the booth, showing all the mixers, microphones, all that. And of course, he has top of the line everything, which is good. That's great for him, man. I'm you know, it's cool. I'm glad he can afford all that, and I love that, you know, that he's able to do that. That's an awesome thing, and he's pushing the DJ industry forward. I love all that. I have no problems with that. And I hope if he ever sees this, he doesn't get personally offended. But I just want him to realize that us guys that do events, and I want to talk to John about this as well, because I'm not sure where he's at in his market and what he charges for events and stuff. But the SCE guys charge, you know, they make money that's out of a lot of people's ranges in, like, you know, middle America, in normal America. You know, and I feel like they've just lost touch. I really do, because, you know, just the DJ booths alone. He's like, I upgraded from the 55 to the 65. Do you think your clients really notice that 10-inch difference on 2 DJ booths? I mean, how many of you guys, let me know in the chat, how many of you guys could even fit this kind of monstrosity into the venues that you go in? 2 Toadmatics that are, I don't know if they zip tied them together or glued them together, chained them together. No idea. But could you guys even fit that in the venues you go into? Because I know we can't. There's no way. 9 times out of 10, we're jammed in the corner somewhere. That's why me and Danny built wireless DJ booths, because we're jammed in the corner. We want to be by the dance floor. Well, they won't let us be by the dance floor. So we put our speakers by the dance floor, and we use Ska Wireless to go to them, because we can't have a wire running 100 feet across the venue. You know, we're in these giant barns, you know, barn style venues, and we can't, you know, we're not near our speakers or the dance floor half the time. And we're jammed in like a tiny little corner. There's no way we could fit this monstrosity in there. And then secondly, the second DJ booth, what is that even, like he says in the video, well, it's cool because like photographers can use it and videographers can come over and put their paperwork on it and stuff. What? Who cares? Like, what what are you buying a $5,000 DJ booth for a photographer to come put his paperwork on? Like, okay, like whatever, I guess. I mean, I'm happy that, like I said, I'm super happy that he can afford to do that. And I love the fact that he's pushing our industry forward and all that stuff. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm just like, I see these videos and I'm like, I mean, who does he like think he's really reaching out to? Because no one that I know of, all my DJ buddies, all my good friends I've met here on YouTube, all the guys watching this, like, I don't know anybody who'd be able to do this. And I like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand the mindset. And then on top of that, now I'm going to start being a little bit of an asshole. Okay. On top of that, let's go to my, where it is. I put it behind OBS. On top of that, let's go to my stuff here I had prepared for the show. Can we please stop with these thumbnails? All right. Now, John, I went and looked through his channel and his thumbnails, they're pretty solid. All right. Now, John, just in case, I saw you're already in the green room, and thank you for that, man. That's super cool. Most people show up like 5 minutes before. So thank you for being here. And that way you can chime in on some of these in the second hour or in the comments. But your thumbnails are solid, dude. And that's one thing I wanted to talk to you about is like your how do you approach social media and all that stuff. But can we please stop? Here we go. You ready for this? His thumbnail for this video. Look at this. Really? Like, why? Why? Does this get people to click on videos? Do y'all think that this works? Does that work? Look at this. Look at this thumbnail. Okay. One of the other big hitters, DJ Joe Bun. Does that thumbnail make you want to go and click on that video? I'm just asking because, like I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole, and I am an asshole. I admit it. And you guys have full permission to give it back to me 100%. Just like today, I screwed up the stream. Give it back to me. I deserve it. I totally do. And if I do something stupid, please tell me. Like Danny's telling me my intros suck. Please tell me. Okay. But do these thumbnails work? Do they make y'all click on their videos? Kevin Sounds is finally here. What's up, Kevin? Let's go back to this. Let's go through my subscription feed. Now, see, John's thumbnail, right? It makes sense. It goes with the video. It makes sense. All right. But let's keep scrolling now. You ready? Y'all ready for these? Okay, here's one of me and Robin. And yeah, it's not horrible, I guess. I think he said he used ChatGPT for that. That's his channel, not mine. So we keep scrolling. There's the thumbnail I was talking about. All right. I'm just getting tired of these thumbnails that all look the same with the surprising face, with a shocked face. Because look at this. I mean, this is not even a DJ video. This is me trying to get better at CapCut editing my videos. It's like the video. There's nowhere in the video where you really look like that or where you really thought you looked like that, right? I mean, come on. Look at Dan's video. That's a cute one, all right? That's cute. I'm not going to roast Dan no more. Let's see. Keep scrolling, and there's another good one on John's. That's not bad. Nick Spinelli's looks good. I'm happy with that. Not that it matters, like my opinion even matters at all. Oh, look at this. Really? Really, Joe? Like, does that make you want to buy a Prost lighting? Like that, you could tell that's AI. That's not even his face. I just, oh my God. Let me go back to these comments, man. What are y'all saying in these comments, man? Here we go, Danny says. That's right, man. Here we go. Who is this guy? Kelly still doesn't know a lot of the DJs. Do I hear some roasting? Here we go, LaRocus. You said you wanted it. You said you wanted it, so I'm bringing it, baby. I'm bringing it. And John, in case you didn't know, my channel started out, my live stream started out where I was roasting people. I was trying to be like the DJ roaster, trying to be a little different. And I did it for a couple of streams, and then I felt like I don't want to be mean, So I was trying to tame it down a little bit, but they told me they want me to bring it back. But anyways, let's see here. Can you hear me all right? Is it live? Can you hear me through Video Ninja? Can you hear me like right now? Can you give me a thumbs up? Oh, he must be watching the stream. Yeah, he's watching the stream. All right. Oh, that's why. Maybe. Don't tell me this ain't working either. Settings, Elgato, no, that's working. Okay. Well, yeah, see, it was very delayed. So I think it's because you're watching the stream and not Video Ninja. You're going to want to, whenever you get on here live, you're going to want to watch Video Ninja, and then you'll watch the virtual camera through there, and it'll be live where you can hear us live. Okay. And anyway, so guys, what do y'all think, man? Let me know in these comments. It's back, says Dan. That's right. And one is always empty. Yeah, like I don't know why his second DJ booth's always empty. It's just weird. Oh boy, I'd love to talk about this. I know, right, John? I know, man. Who gives a ish about anyone else? We don't work for other vendors. Exactly. Bigger shows and bigger venues, bigger crowds. Yeah, I get it. Like he does that. That's great, but I just don't understand the point of 2 DJ booths. Photo and video crew can rent a space or get a setup. Yeah, exactly. They can bring their own setups, right? I mean, why would you do that for someone else? Why not buy a third booth so that guests can put their drinks on it? Exactly, J-Tech. Finally, the real James has come back. Would the real King James please stand up? Would the real James King please stand up? I think he just makes a video to say he made a video. He needed something to be posted. Yeah, I know. That is the sentiment. I'm here for you. I love the context. Thanks, man. Everybody else is talking about their tables. Had to toss it in. Maybe he saw my stream about DJ booths, and maybe he was like, let me show these fools what a real DJ booth is. His vids lately feel like they lack substance. Not lately, bro. It's been like the last 5 years. I'm in Jersey, and if this dude paid me $3K per wedding, I still wouldn't work for him. Hey, Kevin, I wanted to talk to you, man. Like I told you to give me your email or whatever. I wanted to talk to you about being a moderator. So let me know in that chat if you're down for being a moderator, because you're always here. You're always supporting. I really appreciate it. But now I got to put you in the spot in front of everybody because I wanted to make you a moderator. I was trying to do it in private, but I went on your YouTube channel. You don't have your email linked on there. I only want to be wearing my sunglasses and thumbnails. Now I'm tired of looking at my eyes. I always have my sunglasses on. I'm going to roast Dan for you on his last video and the shouting on his mics. Let's be honest. I grew my beard out to hide most of my facial features. John's a comedian, man. I like this guy. I like him already. It feels like our kids' YouTube video thumbnails that try to get kids to click. They must have lighting. One is looks crazy. He looks like a Christmas elf there. Oh my God. I'm watching the stream. All right. I'm listening to the comments too. What? It's nice to see the algorithm hard at work, sending him my videos. And all right, video, but comment. Okay, cool. John's got it down. All right, good. Yeah, bro, I haven't forgotten you. Sorry, I got slammed. All right, man. Cool. All right, so that's that. That rant's over with. Let's retire these thumbnails, right? The thumbnails with the face, I mean, we gotta do better. We really gotta do better. So moving on, let me pull up the rest of the stuff I wanted to chat with you guys about. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, rant number 3. This right here. Can you guys please tell me in the chat, did you guys buy these goofy freaking stands for your speakers? Please tell me you didn't. Please tell me you didn't. We spend all this, okay, well, you can't count the exotons, but we spend all this money, right? All this freaking extra money on these $7,000 speakers that are beautiful column arrays. They're painted nice. We make sure there's not a single scratch on them. They're so pretty, right? We keep them clean. And then you hang lights on them like it's a damn Christmas tree, with the freaking neon sticks and the pole and the things hanging off the sides and the things hanging off the top. And what are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? That looks so ridiculous. Like, I would never do that. Never. I'm never going to put a light attached to my speakers. So please, are you guys doing this? I hope you're not doing this. And I think it's part of that. It's like, ooh, like somebody made a new thing, like a new piece of gear I can attach to this and I can do this and the convenience of it and all that. Dude, Christmas is over, right? It's February. Christmas is over. Stop treating your speakers like a damn Christmas tree, okay? You shouldn't have any uplights. You shouldn't have any tubes. You shouldn't have any wash effects or move. Next thing you know, people are going to be mounting moving heads on top of their damn speaker column, right? Like, what are y'all doing? Please stop doing this. Please. Please. All right. Rant 3 over. Moving along. Man, we are flying. We're flying tonight. It's 7:30. We're flying. Alrighty then. So, okay. So now in those comments, now let me know. How did y'all do last weekend? How was y'all's gigs? How are your, events? I had a corporate event this past Saturday night and it was awesome. So we're going to stop ranting now. We're going to start talking. We're going to start talking good. So check this guy out. Who is this guy right here? Huh? Who is that? All right, Royal Entertainment, DJ James King in the house. I got DJ Jumpin' Jack behind the 1s and 2s. We got the Exotons S1503s wireless. The DJ booth was provided by the venue. Wireless, ska wireless signal to the speakers. Oh, I got to clean up that little wire right there. Yeah, so sorry, I should have did that before I made this video. We tucked this wire behind that curtain. That was the power wire going to my DJ booth over here. But the speaker, there was only one plug right there, and so the speaker was plugged in there, and my DJ booth was plugged in there, and we hid that behind, and then we taped it down on the side over here after the video, of course. Yeah, that looks ridiculous, but for the anyway, electrical, I will hide that behind the curtain, and this is our setup for tonight. Now we're about to go set up the photo booth. So this was our setup. We had the Exoton 1503s. Ska wireless, so no wires going across the floor except for that stupid electrical wire. If there'd been a plug behind me, we wouldn't even have had that issue. But yeah, so yeah, that was our DJ setup Saturday night. What do y'all think? And then moving right along. Oh, and then I took a picture of a white one and I posted it on my YouTube post. I was like, what do y'all think, white or green? And I went with green just because the whole room was green. And they had uplights all around the room. You'll see in a video coming up. And they had those all on blue, which was weird. But anyways, I went with green. And so then me and my son went and set up the photo booth. And this is completely battery powered. We put a little battery pack right here. It was charging over there before the event started, but it's completely wireless also. All right, once again, Royal Entertainment here rocking a photo booth. We're gonna put our battery pack right there. It's gonna be a completely wireless photo booth. This is their backdrop. And got our props and our printer right here to print everything. So it's gonna be a fun night. What do you think, Jumpin' Jack?
Yep. I'm gonna be over here.
You're gonna be rocking this photo booth, huh?
Yep.
I'm gonna be right through there to the right. That's where my DJ setup is. So this was a charity ball event. There was about 500 guests, and they were having a live auction in there prior to me performing. And so I was basically like the after party. Kelly, that's ugly. What's ugly? Oh, you're talking about the Christmas tree. Okay. I was like, what? That's what happens when I don't look at these comments for a minute. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Okay. So anyways, moving on. Yeah. So check this out. This was before we left for the event. I will call him Mini Me. That's my man, dude. This was the first event he's ever helped me at. And he was awesome, dude. He was so awesome. So if you guys don't know, my son's 13 years old. And the plan was my wife was going to go with me to this event. Well, circumstances happen. And she's down for the count right now. And I won't air that out just because that's her business. If she wants to air it out in the comments, she can. But she was unable to go with me. So my son stepped up and he said, I'll go with you, Dad. And we ended up having the best time, man. It was so great. He was awesome. Everyone at the party loved him. And man, it was so much fun, man. Man, it kind of makes me tear up, to be honest. It really does. So anyways, yeah, this was the... Okay, that was just a little clip I shot for social media. All right, and then here's some footage. So like I said, they had blue uplights all around the venue, which was kind of weird, but... So there you can see how many people were at this thing. Look at this. And I want y'all to pay attention to this for a reason. This is why I'm telling you this.
We are in a place in a space where we can do some great things and continue to put Houston on the map. And because we are working...
So that's how many people were at this thing, all right? So once that auction was over, this is the party, basically the party planner, organizer, whatever. She came into the room and said, all right, crank it up. You know, the auction's over. People are going to want to come in and start dancing. So I cranked it up. Now you saw how small the room was. So it was a small room, but for all those guys who are talking shit, right? And now, John, just so you know as well, this is an uncensored stream. So you can, you know, I always tell everyone, you know, it's on my page that this is uncensored. So yeah, you can, you know, you don't have to be completely PG, but you know, let's not be belligerent. But anyways, she told me, you know, go ahead and crank it up. So I said, all right, let's do it. And just so you guys know, these exotons destroyed this party, destroyed it. Like they were so happy and like so into it. Like all those people talking shit about the exotons. I'm sorry. So this was at the beginning. This was like 15 minutes into when the auction was over. There was about 20 people in there, maybe. It wasn't that many. And let's see, this one. Okay, so this one, around 11 o'clock at night, my photo booth stopped working. And my son comes running in, and this party was till 12. And she came running in, and my son came running in, and he's like, Dad, the photo booth's not working. The photo booth's not working. So I put on a song, and then I ran to the photo booth, and it was scheduled to stop at 11. So my son told him, yeah, no, just 1 second, because there was people standing there waiting. So I ran over, I jumped on my computer, I set the time to go to midnight, and then they resumed, you know, taking pictures, and it was fine. But when I got back to my DJ booth, this girl in this green dress was standing behind my booth with my headphones. And I was like, and she was like dancing and stuff, and the crowd was cheering and everything. So I had to go with it. And I was like, hey, you know, thanks for holding it down for me. And she was like, yeah. And she gave me back my headphones. So then I go to my computer, I start to load up another song. And the party planner lady, she took this video. I didn't even know she was back there doing that. How packed it is in here now. I'm telling you. Well, okay, that's not even that packed. So yeah, so then, I mean, this room got to the point where it was so packed, people couldn't even move inside of here. But the bad thing was, I didn't have my phone, okay? My phone was by the photo booth because the internet in here was not good. They had 500 people in here, and all these people on their phones and stuff. The photo booth with their internet would not wirelessly transmit the signal for the pictures. So I had to leave my cell phone with my son, and we were using my hotspot, so I wasn't able to capture footage. So that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about in the comments. Can you guys please let me know, what should I do for 2026? I want to upgrade, and I want to talk to John about this too, because you know, I think he's doing really well as far as this side goes. Let me turn this off. Let's go back to our main cam. What should I do as far as upgrading to get better footage at events? I know people have the X5 360. I know people are using the Action Cam DJI Action 5. So I was thinking about getting that one because I think you can shoot vertical and horizontal at the same time. I think I saw that in Bar's video. So that's probably the one I'm leaning towards getting. But you guys let me know in the chat, what should I buy? Because I've got to be able to get more footage. Another thing is that Danny was telling me, you know, he books me out for his events, and a lot of clients are asking, whenever he tries to book me out, they're like, hey, does James have any footage, like, you know, in action, like, you know, with people dancing and stuff? See, I have a YouTube, but it's not for clients, right? It's for you guys. It's for DJs. And I have a TikTok and Instagram, but I just mostly post like reviews and like pictures with the couples. I don't really have videos of myself performing on there. So what do you guys suggest? You know, leave it in those comments. What do you guys use for that? And how do you guys, you know, convince clients that you're a good DJ? Because I mean, I can tell them all day long, like, look, the party's going to be lit. And it was funny because I told her that this party was going to be lit on, I told her this party was going to be lit on on Zoom. And so then after the party, I was like, I told you, right? And she was like, yeah, oh my God, this was the best. So let me share that with you guys. Oh, that's more Janai. Oops, I was supposed to cover that during Janai's talk. I'll get back to that in a second. But where was her? That's not it either. I had the review. Oh, well, I don't see it here. Anyways, she gave us a glowing review, like a 5-star review. And she said, you know, it was the best DJ thing that she had. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Charity Ball 2006. Katie, so much fun last night. So many people were saying how fantastic the DJ was and how that was the best late night party in years. Amazing job, Clarissa. That's the girl who hired us. It was so fun and a huge success. Congrats to all, an amazing charity ball. I had so much wonderful feedback and I can't wait to share it with you all. Thank you all so much for all your hard work. And this is the Amy, Elizabeth, Natalie, Katie. This is the whole team that was running that event. And they were all texting back to each other and look at all the hearts and everything. So that's how you know you did a good job, you know, and it just makes me feel good that, you know, I really did a good job and it was a fun event and I can't wait to work with them again. So let's go back to these comments. We got your son looks like he grew a foot. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's growing big time. Nice DJ booth. Yeah, well, that wasn't mine, actually. That booth was provided by the venue. So luckily I didn't have to bring one. But yeah, dance floor looks small. It wasn't that small. It was like a 12 by 12, 16 by 16, something like that. But there was just so many people there that, you know, it made it look small. Can't wait to have that experience with my 2-year-old son. Yeah, man. Just wait, man. Just wait, man. It's a great feeling. Love that. He did so good. Yes, he did. Uncensored. I'm going to church. Oh, I'm telling Kelly. Yeah, Kelly saw it. She saw it and she wasn't a fan, but you know, hey, sometimes it happens, right? Action 6, bro, better low light and will capture your video in 2 formats, once for Instagram and one for YouTube. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm leaning towards. I think that's the one I'm leaning towards for sure. Spend $60 on a router, wireless, and then connect it to your laptop, pair your phone. Oh my God. We're going to have to talk about that on Gear Guys, Robin. That's way too much for me to read and understand right now. Bro, I legit stick tripod right behind diagonal to the dance floor that captures the room and me. I stick an old smartphone in there that I use for content. Yeah, I know I should have brought my old cell phone because that's what I record my YouTube videos with, but I just didn't bring it with me. I'm an idiot. I'm telling you, I got to get better at the social media game. I have to get better. That's my goal in 2026. Insta360 with 2 lenses on it. You can stick it anywhere and it'll put up everything from top to bottom. So we got 2 votes for Insta360 and 2 for Action 6. So you guys didn't really help me, but man, I'm going to research it some more and I'm definitely going to be buying one. And then we got a few other little things to discuss here. Oh, the reason why I brought that up with the Exotons, okay? This is why. Here we go. Now, speaking of me telling you guys to give it right back to me, this guy put on my last stream, I like your content, but you talk about yourself a lot when interviewing a guest. So I said, yeah, you were totally right. I need to work on that for sure. Thanks for the feedback. This is how I get better. So like I said, man, I can take it. You know, you guys can talk your shit. It's fine. You know, it'll help me get better. And hopefully with John here tonight, I will let him speak. I won't over talk him. So, yeah, I will definitely get better at that. But I thought that was funny. So I took a screenshot of it so I could share it with you guys. And then I had to bring this up. So this was a thread I saw this past week. Mr. Janai, once again, I honestly can't process why any wedding DJ or party DJ would even remotely consider using these Amazon Exa10 speakers. They are terrible and sound horrible. They can't hang with legit products from a legit manufacturers. DJs, don't be cheap. Your clients deserve more. And so then a guy comments, there are certain DJs out there on social media pushing this brand. They're either lying or they really don't know sound quality. And then he comments again, they don't know sound quality. If someone is pushing this brand, it should be an indicator they do not know what they are talking about. Oh, yeah. You guys, I was fuming when I seen that shit, right? So I'm telling you right now, all right? I'm telling you right now, when that party was over, the guy who was doing the auction, his name is Johnny Bravo. You can look him up. He's a Houston He's a big name in Houston. Okay. He was on 104 KRBE. He has his own DJ company. And for whatever reason that night, they hired us to DJ instead of his company. I don't know why, but I guess maybe he was busy, the DJ's side of it or whatever. But he did the auction, and because he's also an auctioneer. He came in my room after the auction when I started playing, and he goes, dude, he was 2 rooms away in that big ass room with all those people, right? I cranked my system up when it was over. He came in my room and he's like, what's up, James? I'm like, hey, man, what's up, dude? He gets on the mic. He's like, yeah, everybody, let's go. Let's party, whatever. Right? Which I could have done. But anyway, besides the point. And he says, he looks at me and he says, what are these speakers? And I said, yeah, they're Exotons. And he's like, what? So he gets out his phone. He records it on video, takes a picture of it. Okay. And then I tell him how much they are. And he says, you got to be kidding me. And then he sees my ska and he's like, you're running these wireless? He's like, doesn't that make you nervous? And I was like, nope, because we do it all the time. It works perfectly. Like, it works great. And he's like, oh my God. And then he's like, dude, these speakers sound so good. He's like, I'm going to hit you up on Monday. Guess what? He used my affiliate link and he bought 4 of them. 4. Okay. This is a guy who's been DJing for 20 years. All right. He's like, everyone knows him in Houston. Buys 4 Exotons. All right. Now you tell me, do I not know what I'm doing? Am I just lying to you guys? Is that what it is? I'm just lying, trying to get y'all to buy. No, the speakers are good. Now, dude, are they going to last for 5 years? I don't know. This company just came out. I say it in all my videos. They might blow up in 6 events. They haven't blown up for me in 6 events, and I push those motherfuckers hard. I'm telling you, I push them as loud as they will go. Okay. They were clipping, the red lights blinking. I don't care. I push them. All right. If they blow, I'll be the first one to come on here, tell all you guys, and make a YouTube video about how them speakers blew up. So far, so good. They look good. They sound good. The price is amazing. All right. All right. I guess that's another rant, another mini rant. I've been ranting all night, boy. I'm already losing my voice. So John was going to have to carry the second hour. And then last but not least, the last thing I wanted to bring up here. Man. Last but not least, I wanted to bring up here, go back to my screen share, is this. Has anyone used a pair of Exoton S1503s on a wedding? If so, what are your thoughts? Nick Spinelli. They sound terrible, and anyone who says different is lying. Your clients deserve better. And then you got my homie Too Legit down there. I guess all of my happy, satisfied wedding couples are lying then. LOL, I swear. The craziest stuff I read on these forums is just, well, hilarious. Exactly. Exactly. Like these guys, I think they heard them at the Pittsburgh Summit is what I've been hearing through the grapevine. And they both say that they are terrible. Now, okay, fine. If you buy $30,000 speakers and you think they sound terrible, fine. That's your opinion. That's fine. You don't have to buy them. Okay. I'm not saying anybody has to buy them. I'm just saying, give it a shot. If you buy one speaker, it's $500. Okay. If you hate it, return it to Amazon, get your money back. I totally understand. I don't care. Right. I don't care. I was just trying to help the community and tell you guys that the speakers are awesome and they look good and they're not that expensive. So all you guys out there who aren't making $30,000 per event like Jason Jani or Nick Spinelli, they're a great option. They're a great option. Now, you do you. If you want to go spend $16,000 on bass boss columns, then please go do it. Go do it. And please bring them to my house so I can hear them and like do a video about them. But I'm just telling you guys, the Exotons are awesome speakers. So don't let these guys who do events and who make like $300,000 a year DJing, don't let them tell you that this stuff sucks because it's not, $7,000 per column, because it's not true. All right. Let's go back to screen share. And then how did I lose all my videos? Oh yeah. Okay. I wanted to go over this. So I purposely saved this video for last. I wanted to go over this. I purposely did not watch it today because I wanted to hear what his thoughts are on this. I want you guys to pay close attention to the way he films his video. I like his microphone. Yo, that's the same one I got. Oh yeah, let me put my face back on here. It's kind of weird that this new setup, you have to actually turn it on and turn it off every time you leave this screen. It's kind of annoying. But I see you guys in the comments. I have a set of white Maui 44 G2s and a set of black 1503 Exotons. I can vouch also. Thank you, man. Thank you. And please keep spreading the word. Don't let these guys who make $30,000 freaking, you know, of an event or whatever, don't let them dissuade the people that, you know, are making $500 an event. Like it's you know, it's not cool, man. It's really not. Hey, Kevin, are you buying speakers this year? What's up, James? Sorry, so late. People will hate Exotons are too good to be true. They're amazing. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you. Rant on, bruh. You're doing fine. I enjoy your live streams. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to do things that other people aren't doing. And, you know, we'll see where it takes me. We'll see where it goes. Still trying to make up my mind if I'm 100% grabbing the Exotons. I won't even lie to you. Right now, they're still number one, though. I'm telling you guys, give it a try. And you're not going to be disappointed. I promise you. Amazon affiliate link, make it rain with the Exoton. Yeah, I'm not making it rain, but it's definitely not hurting. That's for sure. Oh boy, I'm about to start blushing. Yeah, John, you all right, man? I hope this video is good, man, because you know what's coming. If it isn't, Too Legit announced. What up, Too Legit? I just mentioned you on here, and I showed you in the comment section telling Jason Jan I like it is, man. I appreciate everybody. Oh, give it a cheer. Everybody, give it up one time for DJ Too Legit, who really started the revolution of telling it like it is and telling the truth and not sugarcoating shit. Because I really appreciate him, man. I really do. What a tough start. LOL. Keep pushing. You have great content and it's so entertaining. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yo, Too Legit's here. Thanks for sticking up for Exoton. We just saw your reply to Jason Janai. Oh yeah, that was another thing that was funny. Jason Janai made a post on his comment on his YouTube channel, and he said, "What is your DJ superpower for 2026 or something like that?" And I commented, "Exoton speakers, LOL." And he never responded, of course. I put Exoton is my superpower. Oh, that's funny. And I was just trolling him. You know, I was just trolling him. I was trying to see what he would say, but he didn't say anything. Roger, everyone rocking Exotons 1503s. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, man, hit the thumbs up on the video, and hopefully this thing will get shared around. I haven't even been able to look at the stream. I don't know how many people are in here. 28 people in here tonight. What up? Hit that like button. Hit that like right now. Thank you guys, man. Thank y'all for coming every week, man. I love doing this. It's so much fun. Oh, let's see. JTM in the house. What up, JTM? I bought Exoton 1503s based on DJ Too Legit's reviews. They sound great for the price. Thank you, man. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, Too Legit, man. Everybody tell them thank you for telling it like it is. All right, let's get this video on because we only got about 5 minutes and we're bringing John in. Let me move this up and go.
4 different Facebook groups. What is going to kill the DJ industry? And the answers they all gave me just... With over 200,000 members between...
And like, you guys don't know, like I'm making YouTube videos, you don't know how hard it is just to put text like that behind your head. It's not easy. Like I had to watch tutorials on CapCut on how to do that. So give this guy props. Give this guy props one time for his editing style because he's really good.
Between all 4 Facebook groups, I got hundreds of answers. Many of them kept repeating the same causes. And it wasn't surprising to me that most of them are wrong. I got answers that involved robots taking over the world, prospects and clients caring less about their celebrations, nightclubs closing due to change in lifestyles, and the barrier to entry to becoming a DJ is at an all-time low. And someone even said, rabbits.
Rabbits. Michael Ricker, are you trolling, man? You trolling, boy.
Rabbits. So here's the big question. What is actually destroying the DJ industry? So in this video, we're going to review some of the answers I was given and its impact on the DJ industry and how it could affect you, your future events, and most importantly, your wallet.
Amen.
And for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Jon Divine, and I've been a full-time professional DJ for over 20 years, performing at some of the biggest nightclubs and private events around the world. And to me, the industry has changed drastically over my career, from technological advancement to lifestyle changes and even a global pandemic. Yeah, but one thing is for absolutely certain. This industry is incredibly adaptable.
Preach, brother, preach.
That being said, there are certain things that threaten the industry as a whole, including things like the creation and advancement of AI, a tanking economy, and younger generations changing the way they celebrate life. I mean, think about it. When you go to sleep at night, do you have nightmares of you attending an event where everyone is on their cell phones, the music is being played by some kind of robot, and it's only playing music that sounds like white noise combined?
How is he getting these videos, man? I gotta ask.
Sounds.
By the way, I sped this up a little bit because I don't want to cut into his time.
And the worst part is, it only costs the couple about $200
Look at this. This is amazing.
to download the music app for
I gotta get this good at. I know I gotta get this good at editing videos.
it to perform with. I mean, it literally sounds like an episode out of Black Mirror. At what point do we look at the future of our industry and say, we're screwed? Well, let's take a look back to when AI was recognized as a threat. 1927. Metropolis invited the idea that a machine human can convince us that they can be human, but they were completely pre-programmed. 1973. Westworld showed us that the robots we have for our own amusement can turn on us and go on a killing spree. But I think we can all agree that the movie that changed it all for us, you know, the one that opened the world's eyes to the threat that AI can completely destroy our way of life, Terminator. What's ironic is that these
Terminator, iRobot, and Minority Report wasn't by AI.
extreme doomsday stories didn't actually stop AI's progress. And just like how DJs didn't stop tech from changing their world. In over 30 plus years, DJs have evolved from vinyl crates to using CDs to MP3 bulk downloads and then streaming millions of songs on a single laptop. And each step made things easier. You know, no heavy gear, visual waveforms, hot cues, and even instant access. And every DJ, young or old, embraced it. You see, Napster in 1999 completely shattered the old music industry by making free, instant access normal, which paved the way for streaming. And AI is the next evolution. It can suggest tracks, auto mix, or even fake perfect sets. You see, the real threat isn't world-ending annihilation. It's that minimal effort DJs who just pick songs and hit play now face being outdone by AI doing the exact same thing, or making people think that AI can replace that human touch entirely. So what should we do? Well, here's a really, really disturbing idea. Advance your skills. Look, diversify your abilities other than just mixing songs together. And no, this doesn't include quick mixing, okay? That's not it. It includes your ability to create your own edits, learn how to do more advanced DJ techniques, like wordplay, tone play, searching for other performance techniques. Maybe be open to learning another skill that enhances your ability to market or sell yourself, like learning video capture and video editing. Instead of looking at AI as the enemy, look at it as an opportunity. The opportunity to elevate yourself from being a DJ that can just pick good music, read a crowd, and mix two tracks together, to being a one-of-a-kind, energetic, and fun entertainer that has layers of ability that'll catapult you to the next level. So the bottom line, tech has always aided DJs and raised the bar. AI will too, but only if we use it to enhance creativity and not replace the soul of what we do. You see, the ones who adapt and
Amen, brother. Amen. And with that, I think we got the gist. I totally agree with them. That's what's gonna happen. I think AI is gonna help us, just like all of the other tools that we have in our arsenal, but it's not going to replace anybody. I think, you know, if you're worthy of being hired, then you are not going to lose your job. I think the people that will be replaced are going to be the ones that are not worth hiring to begin with. I mean, to be honest. So anyways, enough stalling, enough talking smack, enough ranting. Let's bring him on. What do you guys think, huh? What do you guys say? All right, let's go. Guest scene. All right, John, and bear with me. I've only been streaming for about 10 weeks, as you noted at the beginning of this stream, so I'm still a noob at this, and normally I will edit out all this once the video goes live. Okay, so we go here. We go to guest scene. We go to... I've been thinking too about switching to Riverside. Supposedly Riverside is way easier to do things like this. And I know you have experience doing a live stream as well. Property. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. What is... Oh, here we go. Guest one. Wow. Okay. Now we... erase this. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Almost got it. Paste. Okay. on. There he is. Everyone. Say what's up. Man? Say what's up to Jon Divine, man. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you for being on
Thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on the stream. I really appreciate it. I got tons of questions here, and don't let me overtalk you, apparently.
Don't worry, I talk too much too, brother. I promise there will be plenty of dialogue in this conversation.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, it's really great to meet you. What's crazy is I just found your YouTube channel probably a month or two ago, and I looked and I'm like, this dude's got 10,000 subscribers. Why has he never popped up in my feed? Like, I thought I'd watched every DJ YouTube video there ever was. And I'm like, how have I not seen your videos?
So first off, I'm just gonna have a sip because you just said something that I'm very proud of. It's 10,000 today.
Hell yeah.
Subscribers, so
everybody congratulate him in the chat, man.
So, thank you guys.
Y'all don't even know how hard that is. Y'all don't know how hard, especially in the DJ niche.
Yeah, man. So if anybody cares about my background story,
that was my first question.
I started, yeah, my YouTube journey, if you will, started in like 2000. I want to say 10. 2010 is when I posted my first video.
Okay,
I'm an idiot because I think I deleted it, but I was like so skinny.
16.
I look back at it, I'm like
16 years ago. Wow.
Yeah. I was actually, I wasn't the first DJ on YouTube, obviously, but I was definitely one of the first that was starting to gain like natural recognition, because I do remember one of my videos was on WikiHow's, like how to do things, and mine was how to start DJing. And then basically I was at that time like 19, 18, 19, and I had no idea really the impact that YouTube was going to have in the future. And I always make the joke, I was like, if I knew where YouTube was going to end up 15 years later, I probably would be a world touring DJ by now if I just stuck with it. But,
right.
You know, but the thing about YouTube for me was just like, when I first started, it was more or less like I just wanted to show people that I actually knew what I was doing, because at that young age of like 18, 19, 20, you're kind of figuring out like, how do I get people to recognize that I'm actually decent at what I do, versus just like, let me go prove it to everybody. Like I was kind of like screaming on top of a mountain. And I found out something about myself, which was that I actually really enjoyed teaching, which I kind of knew about myself, but it was my first opportunity to actually like almost give a lesson with no audience in front of me. So it's like, okay, the pressure's not that hard for me. And then all of a sudden I didn't realize that I would get tens of thousands of views. And I'm like, holy shit, this is probably the biggest audience I'll ever have. So it was like, it's cool, man. Like I'm very grateful, very sincerely grateful that today was like 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, that's a huge milestone. Like, I mean, especially in the DJ niche. One of my questions I always ask the people who comes on my stream, I'm like, where do you think the ceiling is for not only your channel, but for the DJ niche as a whole? Because I know, Bar just hit 100,000 subscribers, and it's like, is that the ceiling? Like, I don't know. Where do you think it is?
I mean, I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to assume I know where, in 10 years is going to be. I will say you this, right? With the ongoing advancements and like the need for people to be entertained, there's also a massive, massive gap in our industry, which is education. Yeah. And I think one of the biggest downsides to what we have in our industry is that there's very, very few people who actually properly educate.
Oh, okay. You said it. Yeah. You said it, because I was like, hold on. There are a shitload of guys doing DJ education. There's only one or two that are good, and you, my friend, are one of two. Okay. Like, yeah, you are one of the very few that the videos I can watch and I'm like, it's good value, it's good quality, it looks good, it sounds good. I'm like, this guy knows what he's doing. So that's why I was like, I gotta have him on my show. I was like, I gotta expose him to more people, and I gotta like,
thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really appreciate what you do, because I know how hard it is just for me making my little crappy videos. And I'm sure
they're not crappy, dude.
I know.
They're not crappy.
I know.
Give yourself some credit, man. Yeah. I mean, well, I tip my hat off, no pun intended, but I tip my hat off to anybody who gets in front of a camera and even attempts to create content for, people, their peers, or people who follow, you know, a career path or even a job path or whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, especially in our industry,
Mhm.
the amount of ego that surrounds each
Yeah.
other is
Yeah.
like it's kind of it's stunning, and it actually stops a lot of people from doing, you know, the stuff that we do, because they're like, I don't want to be the topic of controversy
Oh, I
in
do. I do.
conversation.
Yeah.
Right. All right. You know, like, but some people thrive on it. You know, like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people thrive on it. Some people love to be spoken about, whether it's the good light or the bad light,
Mhm.
and that motivates them to do what we do. And that's also dangerous, in my opinion, because like you get some guys who don't know what they're talking about,
Yeah.
and but they don't last very long too. I try to be as even. Like, you talk to my business partner Aldo, he'll tell you, like, I'm probably the most middle person, or at least I try to be the most middle person you could ever meet,
Mhm.
where I really do see both extremes, and I do not like to lean one way or another, especially if I can leave a legacy behind that I actually help more people than I actually, you know, knew, then I did my job. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I see Aldo here in the chat, man. Thanks for joining, and thanks for being here tonight. Again, everybody, also, one thing I did see on his videos, everybody in that chat, y'all go put in that chat, congratulations that Jon just
Thank
had.
you, guys.
Jon just had a brand new baby girl, and that, to me, man, is like the most important thing. I said it at the beginning. My son's actually right back there, and I have a little girl as well. She's in 5th grade, and man, it's the greatest. Being a father is the greatest gift that God could ever give us, really.
It
Yeah.
is. So my son was born in May, which I don't have to tell you was like super stressful for me, because my biggest fear was like, my first child, I'm going to be in the middle of a job. My wife's going to call me by saying my water broke, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be like 2 hours away with no way of getting there.
Yeah.
But my daughter came a little early. She was actually supposed to be born on the 1st. She was born on the 23rd of January. She's already done the
23rd of
wraparound
January,
cleaner.
for real? Mine's the 25th.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
good
cool.
shit.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, it's well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Was that your daughter on the 25th, or?
My birthday's on the 25th. Yeah, mine.
Oh, your birthday's the 25th. Oh,
yeah.
dude, happy birthday. Happy belated. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I
dude.
just talked about it on my stream 2 weeks ago. I turned 44, man. I got the gray hairs and everything to prove it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting them on my chin, which sucks, because when I'm growing out my beard, I'm noticing more of them, and I'm like, I don't want to dye. I'm too young to dye my hair right now. But
Yeah.
but yeah. So and also, like, just so you know too, I was like taking notes on like some of the stuff you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'd love to touch on some of those things.
Hell
like,
yeah. Hell
especially
yeah.
because, all right, so I'll start with SCE, because like I know you were ranting about him earlier, and
Yeah.
Jason and stuff like that. So I want to preface this by saying that I think that Jason, in and of himself, has done an outstanding job with SCE, and I think that he
Amen.
created.
Yeah.
I think he created a platform and a company that allows a lot of his DJs to flourish. With that said, what you're
100%.
referring to of being out of touch, I want to dip on that on two sides, because like I said, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I think about guys like Jason, Joe Bunn, and some of the major speakers. A lot of these guys were speakers at these, you know, these big showcases like the expos and all that stuff, and they were very well regarded as professionals in the industry, and
For sure.
they were given a speaking platform. And Jason was one of the first people, if not the first person, to actually document with a video his events. And because he was able to do that, it was kind of like what people thought was revolutionary. It wasn't really revolutionary, because videographers were doing that long before we did.
Yeah.
He was just smart enough to do it on the DJ side of it, where like, well, if I'm not getting the footage from videographers, I need to showcase my work to other people.
Yeah.
And I don't think he cut corners. I think he did the work to kind of like guarantee that he was going to get that high quality video. And I think that the equipment that he has obtained and purchased because of that, it's more or less like a combination of him flexing, because he has the right to flex, but also it's because the quality of events that he attempts to get or does get somewhat require some of the things that he's offering.
Oh, I 100%. Yeah, that's what I said. I agree with you. And like I said, I love the fact that he's able to do what he does, and because he's pushing our industry higher and higher and higher. I totally respect that. And I would love to have him on this show, and he could give it all right back to me. I would 100%. I would take it, and I would say, "Thank you, sir. Let me have another." You know what I mean? But yeah.
I will say though that the things that do, somewhat rub me the wrong way, in regards to people, that are of the status of Jason Janai, Nick Spinelli, people of that nature, is that there's a lot of fluff in the information that they give.
A lot.
And I mean that and I don't mean that as a knock on them. I just my opinion is that they're not great educators.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. But I think it's I look at it more of and it's not I'm not trying to compare me to them, but it's also okay, if I was to take somebody who knows absolutely nothing and I just gave them basic information and then ask them to go, do that thing I was explaining, and my reputation's on the line, okay, would I trust what I'm saying to be enough information for them to carry out that action? And if the answer is yes, then I did my job as an educator, right?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then in my opinion, what you're doing is you're just trying to sound smart to be revered.
Yeah. And he's tickling that line.
But that's the thing. I think he tickles that line because if you look at a lot of his DJs, they are incredibly successful.
Yeah,
when they
exactly.
come to work for him.
Yeah.
They're very successful. And that goes into the gatekeeping thing that I talk about in one of my videos, which is gatekeeping is also a big problem in our industry, where we don't talk to one another in an open environment without judgment and without saying you do this, I do that. And then what it becomes a war of attrition where you're okay, I'm an Exiton guy. No, I'm an RCF guy. Oh, I'm an EV guy. I'm this guy. So my way's right, your way's wrong. But the gray areas are the nuances that we don't consider.
Yeah.
And then because we don't consider it, now it becomes more of I do bigger events than you. I hire bigger clientele, all that other. So it becomes this, but at the end of the day, it's okay, if we ultimately do the same thing, then why aren't you teaching somebody else to do the same, if not better? Because by doing so, all you're doing is forcing people to respect us as an industry, as opposed to shitting on each other.
My whole thing with him is that I just can't understand why he doesn't see, if he doesn't watch his own videos or see that the thing that he's trying to communicate just doesn't resonate with, because he's above everyone else. You know what I mean? He's in a league of his own. It's like LeBron James trying to teach a high school kid how to be an all-star in the NBA. It's bro, let me get there first. How about you do videos explaining how we can try and, bring our situations up to that level? It's because I mean, it's just, there's no one in Houston doing where I'm from, and by the way, where are you from? Where are you based out of?
So the funny thing is I'm actually right in his backyard. Okay. So our business is in New Jersey.
Okay.
I mean, this is the debate, central New Jersey, whatever. It's he's more South Jersey, but he caters all over the state, and he has, satellite areas in the North Jersey and so on and so forth. But he's predominantly South Jersey, and he caters to the Philly crowds as well.
Yeah.
Alive Events, the company I'm literally got all over myself right now. Branding 101, folks.
Amen.
But in all seriousness, we're in his backyard, and I'm this other thing you brought up, which is he gets these big time weddings. The New Jersey, New York tri-state area is arguably the most competitive mobile industry market.
Yeah.
And
no doubt.
And I think that he's done exceptionally well, but being here, we know things that other people outside of the state don't know, meaning, because obviously you talk to other vendors, you talk to venues, and you make relationships with people, and sometimes some things are exaggerated, some things aren't, and I'll leave it like that. But
I respect that.
Where, I mean, look, I'll put it this way, and I mean no disrespect to anybody in other states, but I'm okay, if you consider, let's say $5,000 a big time package, right, in your state, that is in our area, not asking, but slightly over asking, right? But then the ironic thing is, in that same area, I get guys who are probably charging the same prices you guys are charging at
Yeah.
1,500, 2,000, maybe 3,000 high. And it goes on to the debate, which is one of those, like, you know, dick measuring contests you see on these forums, is like, yo, bro, you're charging too little. Like, you're charging too, nobody's going to pay that. And trust me. Yeah. I'll tell you this, man, like, which is another note that I made from what you were talking about, is this, right? I learned this from attending not a DJ expo. I learned this from attending a wedding planner expo.
Okay.
Which, by the way, if you guys don't do, I highly encourage everybody in the chat, go outside of your market in the industry and learn from other vendors, because you'd be surprised how much information you actually retain and learn from them and can apply to your business. So this is a perfect example of that. I went to Manhattan with me and my partner and a couple of our workers, and we sat down. I was really there because Gary Vee was speaking, and I'm like, all right, I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, that's dope.
There was a event planner that said one thing that really resonated with me, and she does like $1 million weddings, like all over the world. And she goes, and I'm paraphrasing obviously, but she goes, you don't determine what's outrageous. The client does.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I think what the mistake a lot of us make is we say in our heads, nobody will pay that. And in a way, we don't either A, we don't know how to sell it at that number, or B, this is like, it's not true because you haven't tried it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like one of those things where, like, yo, just say you're worth 5,000 and see how they react. And if you don't sell it at 5,000, I would look back and say, yo, what did you do in that call to actually prove that you were worth 5,000? Like, what did you represent to prove that? So my advice on that is, I don't like the idea that just because he gets these big time jobs that you can't either in a different market. Because I will tell you this, my buddy, one of my closest friends growing up, won a contest out in Dallas, Fort Worth. So it was like, what is that, 3-4 hours away from you, I think?
Yeah, it's 4 hours. Yeah, it's 4 hours. Yeah.
And I know that Dallas, Fort Worth, from my understanding, is typically a little more upscale as opposed to like spending.
Yeah. Yeah. But, compared to Houston. Yeah.
Right. He won a $70,000 wedding in a competition with him and his bride. He flew me out to be a guest. And I'm not going to say the DJ company that was hired to do that for free, but I ended up DJing an hour at his wedding. And I actually had 2 people at the end of the night ask me, like, oh, we're getting married. I'm like, I'm not from here. And I'm like, and they're like, well, how much would it be? And I was like, I told them. And one of them, actually, we got to the final stages and they broke up.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I was at the final stages, and then they broke up pretty intensely. But the point I'm trying to make is
pretty intensely.
Yeah, they were he was cheating.
Oh man, come on.
Master.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, I think that I don't want to say excuse, but that mentality of, like, you know, he gets bigger jobs because he's in the market or whatever. You could do it. I know you could. I've heard your mixes, bro, from the posh
Oh,
stuff.
thanks, man. Hey, we got a posh fan here. Hell yeah.
Well, they're in our backyard too, bro. Posh is like right down the road.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been DJing for them for like 7 years or something. Yeah, I won a contest to be on their Mixcloud page. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that.
Holy shit! So you've been a fan forever, bro.
Dude,
damn, we're
James King. I was like,
I used to be Big Block. It used to be DJ Big Block, and then I thought that sounded too like childish or whatever. I'm like, you know, like so I'm like, let me just change it to James King, you know. So yeah, anyway, yeah, but yeah, man, that's so cool.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. But I was like listening, and I was like, so I know your mixes are dope, and I know you have the capability. The question is like, all right, well, if you want bigger jobs, you're not closing them. Why is that? And it might not even be something you're doing. It's something you're not doing, or something you didn't know to do, or like
it's definitely something I'm not doing because I don't close jobs at all. So I work for Danny B DJ company, and so he basically just tosses me what like his overflow, because like I only want to do 1 to 2 events a month. Like I have a full-time job during the week. So you're a full-time DJ?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I run an insulation plant during the week. It's a family-owned business thing. And I DJ because I love it. I just fucking love it. You know, I was in band in high school. I was in jazz band. I played drums. I played trumpet. I played all this stuff, you know. And I actually, the funny thing is I went to a Chainsmokers concert at the rodeo, and they did a full-on DJ set, right? And all these cowboys were getting up like, what the fuck is this? And leaving. And I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, you know? And so I told my wife, I was like, tomorrow I'm learning how to DJ. This was like when Closer just came out. This was like way back, you know. When
it was like 10 years ago. More than that.
Yeah, 10 or 12 years ago. Yeah. And so I got on YouTube. I started researching everything there was about DJing. And within 6 months, I was doing it. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I mean, I know how to read music, write music, all that, you know? So I knew how to count bars, all that stuff already. Yeah. And so it wasn't hard for me to pick it up, but I just love doing it. And so that's what I try to tell all my clients. I'm like, look, I promise you, we're going to have an amazing time. Like, I'm here because I want to be here. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here for the clout. I'm not here for whatever. I'm just here because I love fucking DJing and partying with cool people, and you're cool people, you know? So let's do this.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, that's, you know,
I'd love to, like, if in any situation where you wanted, like, yo, John, I want to, you know, how do I get bigger, like, jobs or whatever else? Like, if there's anything I could do to help, that's what I'm here for. That's also why I created that community that you so graciously joined.
I was about to ask you. I was about to talk to that about that. Yeah. Yeah. So you have, well, hold on. I wrote it down. Where is it? Oh, I look like an asshole. What is it? Okay.
It's okay.
DJ Academy. No. What is it called?
Elevate
DJ Academy. Everybody in the chat, if you're looking for information, it's like a social media type site, right?
It's on school.com.
School.com.
SKOL. Yeah. And so the reason why I chose this one is for two reasons. Number one, I'm a huge Alex Hormozy fan. If you don't know who he is, you should 100% watch him.
He's a bodybuilder.
That's also why.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. So
okay.
So I'm not gonna get into him. You can do your research on him, but I look like him now. My partner's like, yo, you're kind of transforming into him, except without the muscles. So I was like, all right. So I loved his stuff, and then he partnered with this platform because, you know, he says that the course community, like the course atmosphere where those gurus like just sold you your soul. You know what I'm saying? That's dying, but communities are going like bigger and bigger, and like the Facebook communities for DJs are toxic as hell. Like, so many of them are just so bad. And I mean so bad because there's no freedom of actually like being able to help one another without judgment. Yeah. So I wanted a platform where, number one, I could teach and I could actually produce, you know, almost like courses where I could like show you how to get from A to Z, but also keep the community open where we could help one another and not be judgmental. So I have a very strong policy, like criticism's okay, but ego and bashing is not, and you'll be kicked out. Like whether you're a premium member or a free member, does not matter. Wow. And the main reason why is because I'm like, yo, I made this community to be a safe space for us to be able to work on our shit. Like, so if you're a guy from Maine in the middle of nowhere and you just wanted to pick up DJing and you got nobody around you to learn from, you can learn from a guy who makes, you know, an honest living out in the hardest, most competitive market in New Jersey, New York, and you can learn from me and then possibly bring that to your, you know, your area. So I did that, and I've had, I think we're almost 300 members already, and I think that it's awesome. It's growing, and I'm gonna, like, I have a free one which is like for basic DJ stuff, and then I have a premium one which is only like $17 a month. But that premium one is literally all about advanced DJ skills, but also the business side of it, like sales, marketing, filming, editing, live mashups, all that other stuff. So I'm still working on it. It's not completed yet, but I encourage everybody to join for free and just be part of the community. Cause like when you're ready, I'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's what I built.
So you included in there filming and editing. Are you talking about YouTube filming and editing or just DJ marketing, like stuff?
I haven't decided how far I want to go in the filming and editing as of right now, because majority of the DJs that are in there are looking to really help their DJ business. I really wanted to focus it on more of filming and editing events for sales, social media, and also for sales, social media, and like website, right? In order
Yeah.
for you to actually
Makes
market
sense.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the reason why, and I mean this so respectfully for probably everybody in this chat, if I looked at all 30, whatever 30 people are in this chat, I would probably cringe at half the stuff I would look at. And I don't mean that
Yeah.
badly. It's
Right.
just because like nobody taught you, like
Yeah.
nobody showed you that this is bad.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I wanted to make it, because I'm like, if you think my stuff looks good, then okay, cool. Well, that's also why I'm able to make
Yeah.
X amount of dollars. So if that correlates with you, learn, you know. But for YouTube, I could show you, I mean, I could turn my cameras around and all that stuff in here. But I mean, I'll put it this way, probably for about $600,
Yeah.
you could have everything that's like with me right now to get like the same result of the cameras. Like,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. So, well, my, you know, I'll give you the $17 a month or whatever it is if you start teaching how to edit and make your YouTube videos the way they are, because that's what I'm trying to learn. And like I've been watching YouTube tutorials for CapCut. I use CapCut, and I don't know what software do you use?
Final Cut Pro.
Final Cut Pro. Okay, so yeah, so there's a bunch of them out there, a bunch of professional stuff out there, and god dang, your videos look good. And I'm like, I'm so jealous. I'm like, how does he do that? How does he do that? Like, how does he do? And I'm like, dang, I'm gonna learn eventually. But man, I really appreciate that content, man. It looks so good, and that's what I mean. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, you're very good at that. And it's funny. I asked the last stream. Why am I? J Book, Jesus. Yeah. I asked J Book, I was like, you know, I find most DJs fall into one 4 different categories. It's like the turntablist, like skill guy, the businessman, or the entertainer MC guy, or the educator. And like, obviously, you know, you're the educator as far as like YouTube goes. But yeah, man. So we've already answered that question. That's something I usually always ask the people I bring on. But I'm glad that, because like a lot of guys, they don't even know, you know, they're like, they have to think about it. And it's like, well, like, you know, it's like, you need to find like what you're really, really passionate and good at. And then, you know, go for it, because that's what's being genuine. I think in this world of AI and like all this stuff that everybody's talking about, being genuine, being real, having real feelings. And even if it's something that somebody doesn't agree with, it's like, that's what's going to set you apart. You know, it's not being fake and the whole fake ass, you know, all this stuff. So anyways, you found it already. So you're already way past that. I'm sorry I'm glazing you this whole podcast, but
bro, my wife isn't doing it now. No, and all, I will say this, like, and just to touch on this point, I have a big ego. Don't get it twisted. I do. My business partner will tell you I have a very big ego, and I had to subdue it because there are like so many relationships I broke because of my ego. Matter of fact, I'll tell a really true story that I really haven't told anybody.
Yeah, awesome, exclusive.
So one of the reasons why I'm into video is because before I partnered with the live events, I was working for a company in New Jersey called UPC, which stood for Ultimate Party Central. And we were a company that also offered videography and photography services and photo booth services. So we had a media team inside of the business. So I learned a lot of the basics just because we were selling it. And then I was working alongside a lot of videographers. And again, this is where my ego got involved.
Yeah.
This was the exact time I actually discovered what Jason was doing with SCE, and this is when SCE was actually on its up and up. Like when SCE was really starting to do their vlogging and seeing that these guys were doing so well. And I was getting so frustrated because I was telling the owner of the company, I'm like, dude, we own like the rights to the video. Like, why don't we have these type of like video content for our site? Like, why aren't the DJs highlighted?
Yeah.
And then I was also looking at the comparables, and I'm like, this is like, it's slow, you know, because wedding editing is very slow as opposed to like DJing should be like the message should be hard hitting, impactful, exciting, you know, like I want a party type of concept, and all these edits were just like so boring.
Yeah.
And I remember having an argument because I had it up to wazoo where I actually lost the lead because I didn't have enough footage. And I'm sure many of the people in this chat will understand this frustration. I didn't have the footage that I needed to show We Rocked events. And I'm like, how the fuck do I not have that when I have all this video And the answer was simple. The videographers were focused on the bride, not on the DJ.
Exactly.
And I was like, okay, fuck that. I need to learn to do this. So I knew what cameras they were using, and I knew that they were using Final Cut Pro or Premiere at the time. And I just started learning, and I just started like, okay, if I was to edit it, how would I edit it? How would I view it? How would I do it? And I'm like, this got so bad that I started filming on the jobs, and then the videographers were getting mad that I was bringing cameras on. And then I told one off, and I literally told them, I was like, I told one off.
Yeah.
And that was the very beginning of the decline of me working with UPC, because it became an ego thing. And I'm like, fuck you. You're not helping me. Why? You know, and I'm selling you as a videographer, like, show some reciprocation. And I remember the owner, right when I officially left or was leaving, he had a sit down conversation with me. He goes, there are two people that you are. My real name, which is Jonathan Wood.
Yeah.
And then there's Jon Divine. And I know Jonathan Wood, but Jon Divine is like this person that people don't like. And I'm like, and it took me back for a second, because it was like my ego caused me to have a bad relationship with a company that I didn't want to have a bad relationship anymore, even if I was leaving. And it kind of put me in a direction where my business partners, like, you're so like diplomatic and like you're this green character. And I'm like, I kind of have to teach myself to be that, dude, because like I don't like waiting on people. I don't like nonsense. I like getting straight to it. I like
you're a New Yorker, man, or New Jersey. You're
dude,
a New Jerseyer.
I don't wait at stop signs, bro. I just look both ways and go. Like it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
But it's like I had to learn that, because sometimes there are areas where you have to learn to do things whether you're waiting on somebody or not, and you just got to do it. And there are other things that you have to you actually have to have collaboration on.
Yeah.
And funny enough, everything I learned to do was just me not satisfied. Like all the editing that you see, I'm telling you now, does take a very long time. Where
do you do all of it?
I do all of it. Currently, I do all of it.
Nice. Man, respect.
But I will. Thank you. But it's exhausting, dude, because I script everything. Listen, dude, like I have a teleprompter. Like I don't do everything like completely. Yeah. You know, I have a teleprompter there. You know, like I have key lights. I have all these things, and it's like it's exhausting, because it's just like I have so much, so much to do. Yeah, bro. It's you like listen, man, like I like what we're doing right now, I'm ranting like a motherfucker. Like if I did this on a YouTube video, I would have 5 subscribers, let alone 10,000. Yeah. But in all seriousness, like I was like, okay, it was just me being unsatisfied with the work I was doing, and I just wanted to double down. And the editing that I'm talking about was, hey, if I'm going to learn to edit, I'm not going to edit like the other guys that are in our niche. Yeah. Why? Because frankly, and again, no disrespect, it's not storytelling. It doesn't relate to the fact. It's like, oh, these speakers are dope. This mixer's dope. Like, okay, cool. I love how you bring comedy into your videos. Yeah. And how you script, and like I can't repeat one off the top, but it's just like, oh, like when you talk about, oh, just when I retired my credit card, it's fucking back out. Like I love that. I love that. Yeah. I have to shout out to Aaron Strawn.
Yeah. He's in the comments. He's in the comments right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. He said, holy shit, the beard is real.
Yeah, it's real. It's fucking real.
Yeah.
No,
he's in there.
Dude, I have to give him props, because one that really made me laugh, like actually gut-wrench laugh, was in one of his last videos on the battery speakers. And he made one of the speakers goes, I'll let you put it in any one of my holes. I fucking lost. I was like, that is great. Yeah. And I was like, dude, but like we need, like, I actually think wholeheartedly our industry would be a lot better if you have creativity mixed with, you know, actual education. And then you don't just, my only thing is like, just don't educate on gear. I think that educating on gear is important, and I think that there is a heavy niche for it, but I'm also noticing that there's way too much of it. Like it's almost like, how many more videos am I going to watch about Exciton? Because I have you, I have this guy, I have this guy, I have that guy, Aaron's done it, like Daryl's done it. Like, and then eventually it's like, okay, you are giving information out, but then after a while, I can't help but question, is it, hey, am I just trying to get views, or am I actually educating somebody? You know,
valid.
I mean? Like,
Damn, dude, I'm gonna have to sit with that one for a minute tonight. I'm gonna be pondering that one when I go to bed. Like, dang, yeah, that was a bar right there. That was a bar for real.
Well, one of my favorite videos I ever produced is over 30 minutes long. I think it's over 30 minutes long. It was like, it's the seven things I learned while being a DJ. And I kind of made it more like a Netflix documentary, and it's all stories. And I remember when I made the edit, I made a little trailer and I put it on my story, and I had about like 20 DJ friends who were like, yo, I want to watch this. And it's just like, all it was me talking about like, this industry isn't for everybody. I've been broke. I've been in the point where I had my bank account go below $2,000, like negative $2,000 with rent coming up.
Wow.
I've been in the position where like I missed birthday dinners because I was too embarrassed to say I didn't have money. I had to look my parents in the eye and say, I'm not getting a real job. This is my real job.
Yeah.
And then I've also been on the other side of it where all of a sudden I made $40K in a month, and it's not flexing. It's just like, I made that because I fucking worked really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I worked like endlessly to get there. So I'd rather hear that story than, oh, EV came out with a new line of speakers.
Yeah.
How do they compare with the RCF? Like, eventually my stories will catch on. And I think me hitting 10,000 subscribers is a testament to like, there is a niche out there. And I think that they just haven't found me yet. And I hope it's there. So that's me ranting. That you ranted. Now I ranted.
Well, here's the thing. That's what I was saying. So here's the thing. Bar is getting like, okay, here's another comment I just read. It said, Bar on YouTube, Bar wins. Okay, fine. Yeah, he does win. But you know why he wins? Because did you see his last video? That's why. The emotional connection. He knows how to connect with the audience. He knows how to work social media in his favor. And that last video he made was fucking bananas. It was great. It was beautiful. Exactly.
Talk about how he nearly quit, bro. And we've all been there. Like, that's relatable.
Exactly.
It's very relatable.
Exactly. So I think that's what I mean. You were right there behind him, man. And I gotta stop glazing your ass, man. I gotta
yeah, fucking roast me, bro. What the fuck? Know, right? I was ready here to get some lickings tonight. Not fucking, not those lickings. I thought he was gonna get me some.
Oh my God. So, okay, well, at least all my subscribers so far, my meager 1,200, they know me as the gear guy. So what is your favorite gear? What is your favorite brand? What is the stuff you use? What is the one that you go to and say, this is the right one, not that shit y'all use? I'm kidding.
Okay, so I am a Pioneer guy through and through. I've been a Pioneer guy since the DJM 909 mixer, which is the mixer that Jazzy Jeff kind of made pretty famous.
Yeah.
I've been a Pioneer guy, Alpha Theta, if you will.
Yeah.
Speakers, very lean on EV for several reasons.
Yeah, I like EV.
I love EV.
Yeah.
Granted, is it the loudest speaker? No. But my thing is, like, it doesn't have to be loud where people's ears hurt. It has to be loud enough for them to feel an impact on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I'm big on that.
Yeah.
Other gear. I mean, I'm a Mac user. I'm still a Serato user. However, I have been dabbling more with Algorithm DJ Pro.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm still a Serato user too, but my chat keeps telling me, try Algorithm, try virtual DJ. And I'm like,
dude,
I know, man. It is so like, I want to switch, but it's like every time I go to an event, I'm like, I'm comfortable with Serato. I don't want to, I don't want to go on DJ. And like, dude, here's how psychotic I am when it comes to events. If I mess up one mix at an event, I'll think about that shit all night afterwards. Like one, and nobody will even notice, but I'll be like driving home, like, I can't believe that one. You know what I mean? It's just like, it bothers me, So it's like, and with Serato, man, I can mix all night, no problem. And it's just, so I want to try them, but damn it, dude. It's like, I keep, but all of February, I don't have any gigs, so I'm gonna bunker down. I'm gonna really focus and try to see if I can get as good on those as I am on Serato, and then I'll switch.
Well, here's how I always play it out, right? Whenever I have new software, I'll just practice with it in private until I'm just like, all right, like, I feel for example, I was fucking around with it in my office because here's my big thing is that the DJ Rev 7, which is the mixer that I use because I'm
Love
a
it.
turntablist.
Yeah, I
right?
love that one.
It has EQ stems, which was mapped for Serato. And when I found that out, I was like, let's go. I was like, oh, I ain't switching ever. Like, this is my thing. And then I was like, and then DJ Pro announced that they finally got the mapping right with the screens to lay over. And I'm like, all right. I already paid for it on my app, like on the app store. Like I have it on my phone, I have it on my iPads. I was like, all right, let me just try it. And I was like, what are the chances that they use the same programming to get it to EQ on the knobs, like the stems on the knobs? And I did the exact same thing, which is, I believe, is shift, flanger, and echo, which allows you to change the EQs to stem EQs. And when I did it and it worked, I go, fuck. I was like, this is a problem. And then I'm like, all right, well, obviously all the other benefits that it has, its response time is outstanding. The look of it, the customization of it is really, 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 really useful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, like they make it hard to not try to cheat on your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm there. I'm willing to spend on the prostitute, but I'm not, I feel like the camera's still watching me. But in all seriousness, I think that advancement of technology and toying with stuff is important. I don't like the idea of like moving forward until the kinks are out. And I think that majority of these things are like really close. Like I know Aaron made a huge video on him switching over to virtual DJ. I'm not hating on virtual DJ. I hate
the way it looks. Yeah.
I know, but you know what? Like, I get over that too. Because
it looks like a toy. I fucking hate it. I'm like, God, I hate all these stupid tabs everywhere. I'm like, Serato's simple. It's easy. I'm like, I don't want all these goddamn tabs all over the place.
Yeah. So I always look at it like Serato became Apple, where it's just like, okay, it's the thing that everybody just absolutely trust. It's a workhorse. I don't care if it has all the old features. It's what it's almost. Also, to be honest with you, and let's call a spade a spade. I think that there's also judgment that a lot of DJs don't want to be judged by not using Serato. Because back in the day, remember, you had to pay like $600 to use Serato with the Serato boxes. Yeah, because back in so I started DJing. So let me tell you a story. Right. No, but in all seriousness, I started in 2000, and this is my 21st year, so 2004, 2005.
Badass.
And back in the day, in order for you to use Serato, you had to buy the Rain SL box. So you had to actually buy the box to connect your hardware to the software. And that box back in the day was like $500. So if you had that, you were considered like a real DJ because you made the investment in real gear. And this is also when MIDI controllers were not actually MIDI controllers. Like a MIDI controller was like a toy. Like it was like this big.
Right.
And if you were seen DJing on a MIDI controller, you're like, oh, you're a hobbyist. Like you're not real. Like you're not using CDJs or rack mixers or whatever. So it was like a big deal. And then Serato just became that go-to, and they did not have to compete with much because they already dominated the market. And then it wasn't until like Rekordbox was created for Pioneer, where it started getting some push because virtual DJ fell into that software category where it only really works with like MIDI controllers, and like their vinyl was like $200. So like their thing was like 200, Serato was $5, and it became like a Rolls Royce versus a Toyota conversation, So it's like, all right. So I think that a lot of guys got used to like, if I don't use Serato, I'm not a real DJ. And that's embedded in our DNA. From just doing it for so long. But like nowadays, man, it's like it's hard not to switch.
The thing for me, like I don't care about other DJs' opinions and all that shit. Like my thing is like if you rock events, man, I don't give a shit what you use. But my thing is
absolutely.
My thing is it's like when I DJ with Serato, I like it because I feel like it's making me work, and like that's not a bad thing. Like I don't want to be bored, and like when with virtual DJ and all these, they have so much stuff that, it'll do this for you, it'll do that for you. I'm like, I don't want it to do that for me. I want to do it myself. I want to turn the knobs. I want to move the faders. I want to mix the song. Like, I don't want it to do all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to work.
Baby, just lay there. Let me do the work. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I love
Serato. On this chat. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. There's ladies on this chat. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man, she's married to DJ. She knows what's up. She knows what's up.
Well, I will say that I agree with that. I understand that. I know a lot of guys also do that. But in regards to, like, this is where I respect anybody who uses whatever software, as long as what you said, you're making money, you're doing your thing, and you're performing without major fuck ups. Like,
yeah. Right.
That's you, bro. Like, you know, there's no hate on what gear you use. I don't think you should be judged primarily on the gear you use. Yeah. I do think that there are some things you have to, like, kind of tilt your head of why certain decisions are made. But again, you didn't make those decisions. They did. You know, it's not your business to do that. So I leave it with that. And I just want to say one thing on the thumbnails that you brought up, because, like, for some reason we were talking about like things being done for you and stuff like that. So I got a comment, and actually this is good for any content creators that are in here. AI is being useful, but it's also one of those things, like when you're talking about the super animated stuff, that's actually being taught nowadays not to do that, because people are, like what you said, people are steering away from clicking on it. So click rates are going down, where like my click-through rates right now average about, my newest one is at 11.2% on the impression click-through rate. The other ones sit around somewhere between like 7 to 9. And then I remember doing one of those super animated, it got down to like 4.5, 4.8%. And I'm like, so this is what they're talking about, because people don't like seeing it. And I think the reason why it's happening is, I'm going to use Joe Budden and Brian B, because you use them in the thing.
Yeah, I brought it up.
They don't have editing skills. They don't have an editing background. And this is a very cheap service. And they don't have to dedicate the time to actually learn to do it. I just know Photoshop very well. And I keep mine as simple as possible. Like the last one has some AI, like all that image in the background. I generated AI and then I threw it in Photoshop and I just doctored it up and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's the fake factor. It's like, you know, looking at that thumbnail, that his face never looked like that throughout any time of owning this product or buying the product or any of that. So don't. It's like, I'm tired of people sugarcoating shit. You know, it's like, or being fake. It's like, be real. Show me the real emotion, the real whatever. You know, and like, if you, I don't know, man. That's why I was telling my chat, I'm gonna stop reviewing. Like, I reviewed this mic. And I reviewed these wireless headphones, and it's like, and it's got 200 views, and it's like, okay, I get it, guys. Y'all don't give a shit about that, you know. It's like, fine. I'm gonna stop like getting these Chinese companies, because it's like, no matter how many you do on the damn thumbnail, and like, this changes everything. This thing changes.
No, it's so over exaggerated.
It's bullshit.
So here's one that I did. So I did one for sheds, and it didn't get a lot of play. But one of the things that I did was titles also matter too. Yeah. And I think that like the message of the title is a big deal. So one of the things I did on that one was I used $250 lights at my friend's wedding.
Nice.
Right. And I'm like, right. But that's okay. Okay. You read that title and it's just me, like my regular face staring at you. And then it's just the two lights around me. Yeah. You'd click on that thumbnail. Yeah. Okay. So I have to do like this ridiculous thing? No. But then again, if like, let's say, I'm just going to say it because uncensored. Ice rated my wedding. Right. Okay. Then you could do a holy shit face. Yeah. You'd be like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. But it's like, I think the context of the face is not what matters. It's like, it's the relevancy to the video.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I think it is.
Makes sense. All right, man. So I like to ask all the guys that come on my show, what would you be doing? So, because you've been a full-time DJ for a long time, what do you think, or what would you be doing if you were not a professional DJ?
Teaching.
Yeah. All right. That was a layup.
So again, my background is when I was young, I did martial arts, and I remember I was like, I want to be a sensei. Like I'm talking like when I was 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be a sensei. And then I was like, I remember, then I got into high school, and I was like, I'm going to be a history teacher. And then I went to college. And I got my associate's degree, and I was going for history education, and I was cruising, and I wasn't failing, but I just was not focused on studies
Yeah.
because I was so focused on being an entertainer and wanting to entertain. But then I still get this really, really great feeling. And I'll tell one more story. It'll be one of my last stories. The first student I had that joined the school community that was not part of the Alive members, like the guys that I train, was this kid who saw me at a party. I was doing a bat mitzvah, and it was at the end of the night, maybe the last hour of the party, and I just see this scrawny, tall, 6-foot kid kind of like peeking over, kind of doing like that thing where it's happened to you, I'm sure.
Yeah,
like somebody's looking at what you're doing.
What is this guy doing? Is he a wizard? Yeah.
right. That's the attitude he's looking at. And I don't know if other guys are like me because I know guys are different.
Mhm.
If I see somebody doing that, I'm like, come back here.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, just rule is don't touch nothing.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you I'll talk to you when I get the gaps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
So, and he did exactly that. He just watched me. And then at the very end of the night, he was like, yo, like when you were doing this and you were doing that, I'm like, he was asking questions. I was like, okay, how long you been DJing? He goes, I just started. And I'm like, okay. He was talking about like trying to do live mashups. And I'm like, dude, you're not in the live mashup conversation yet. You got to learn the basics. So he became my first official student and he took the basic DJs course. And then he was telling me, like, he called me reports to me, and he's from Seattle. He lives in Seattle. And then one night he was like, yo, I got a quick question. Like, I'm struggling with something. Can I just FaceTime you? And we did it. And it was like 9:30 at night in New York. So it's like 6:30 his time. And then he's trying to say, I'm trying to mix in at this point. And I think it was like, We Found Love, or This Is What You Came For. It was a Rihanna track.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to mix in when she starts singing. And I'm like, that's your problem. You're trying to mix in on the 3/4, not the actual downbeat.
Yeah.
And then when I showed it to him on my computer just through FaceTime. And he's like, holy shit, you did it. And I just seen his face like, what you and I would consider so elementary,
Right.
was like it was like you said, it was like I was a wizard.
Yeah.
And when I saw his face, I kind of, for some reason, and I swear to God this is true, I was like, I kind of got like teary-eyed in a way, because when I tell you, when I saw his face, like dude, I've been trying this like for weeks and you just did it in seconds. And I was like, that's what it's about, dude. It's just like that impact that one little lesson makes is what we need to really instill in the younger generation of DJs. Is like, this is magic. To everybody else, what we do is magic. And the more we downplay that, the more likely AI will take over. I was like, if you downplay what you do, then there's no reason why your clients won't.
Amen. Amen. Well, listen to that, guys. That is a perfect segue. We got about 5 more minutes here, guys, in the chat. If y'all have any questions for Jon Divine, please put them in there. I've been paying attention to the chat and posting them up on the screen when they're relevant to what we're talking about. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, Elevate DJ Academy. The link will be in the description of this video. And you guys, I would highly suggest you guys go and join. Make a like you said, he has a free tier. You can make a free account on there, and there's a lot of information in there that you can learn, especially, you know, even for guys like me. I've been DJing for 12 years and I'm learning stuff in there. I mean, it's you know, it's just good, man. And like I said, it's, you know, it's great to see people that love the community and want to share with others in a positive way, you know, instead of us tearing each other down. Now, I do some of that tearing down on here, but I do it with love. I don't mean it to be malicious. I don't mean to be an asshole. Yeah.
No, you don't. I think what you do, dude, I think is like, so where you come from, you have a passion of like expectations of like, hey, not everybody's this. So like, let us be us. And then also, hey, I just want what's best for like, I want everybody to have their best ability. I think that's where your passion comes from.
Yeah.
And it's actually something that really more people need to do. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like it's, I applaud you for what you've been doing. And I know,
thank you.
First off, I also applaud if your wife's still watching, your kids still watch, man. Good for you. You got your family involved in some of your videos too. Like, seeing your wife judging the you know, the exitons and stuff like that. And like, I love that, dude. Like, she's bought in, you're bought in, and I wish you guys nothing but the best. And hopefully, you know, if it interests you and you turn around and say, yeah, I want to do this full time, you know, I hope you guys like get there, because you got what it takes, bro. For real, you got what it takes.
Yeah, no, I would do it full time. It's just that that's why I said I run the family business, you know, during the week, and it's also a great situation. It's not something I just want to let go, you know, and like I said, I like it because it affords me the opportunity to where if I'm with a client and I feel like we're not vibing 100%, I'll just be straight up with them and say, hey, you know, I think you should find another DJ. You know, I thankfully this has really not happened maybe, but a couple of times over 10 years.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'll be honest with them and say, hey, you know, like, I just feel like, you know, like one of them was a Spanish heavy couple. And it was almost like they wanted to have, you know, so much Latin music, which I'm okay with Latin, but I'm not like, you know, I mean, I'm from Houston, so there's a lot of Latin population.
Oh, yeah,
here.
a lot of Mexican. Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm on the like surface and they want deep, you know, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's probably better.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, dude. I know I don't look it, but I'm Puerto Rican, so I get it. I come from. So there's also one last thing I do want to bring up because you brought up the cameras, and I want to help you out with that too.
Yeah.
For cameras, in regards to like how you guys use your cameras, this is what I learned. Ready? Cameras should be bought based on the intent of what content you're trying to use it for. So for example, if you're using it for sales and actually like recording quality work for you to try to sell your client, you really want to get the highest quality camera you can get for low light because you want to be able to showcase the actual result of your stuff. And if you look at if you look at some of my gig logs, we actually use a professional camera like Bar does. We use the A7 III or A7S3. And basically that allowed us to create content that's videographer style, like cinematography style, that we're able to clip and utilize for sales videos. And we did that because we're like, okay, you want to feel as if like you're part of that, or like the content I'm showing you is above quality grade, right? So you're like, okay, these guys are legit. So you do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're using for socials, okay, you really just want a camera that's going to get the reactions of the crowd. And sometimes, like you're talking about the X5, the reason why you do a 360 camera is not for people to watch you DJ. It's for when people come up to the DJ booth and like talk to you and make jokes or like do something ridiculous
or dance behind me when I played that clip of the dance behind like, I don't even know.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example, and that's what you use the 360 for.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point of getting a 360 if you're not going to be able to take the time out and like highlight those moments. Jack Christian's a perfect example.
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
like,
he's awesome at that. Yeah.
All of his footage is all about him working with the crowd,
yeah,
more than him DJing. If you notice that,
right?
And then you look at what Bar does, and I did a whole video on that too, which is like using GoPros to kind of get those wide angle shots. So the first question I'll tell you to do is ask yourself what kind of content I want or the content I need. And if you're saying I need it more for sales, then you might want to just invest in like, if you can scrap up the money, get about $1,000 to $1,200 worth, go buy a Sony like ZV-E10 or ZV-1, and then get a decent, 18 to 50 millimeter camera, and then bring your son out and say, hey, just film this shit. And then you'll get enough that you could scrap together stuff. But if you're looking for socials, then go ahead, get a GoPro. You can get an X5. You can do a combination of both like I do and just be able to fly at different angles.
Yeah.
And then just use that for different purposes.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Everybody give it up one time for Jon Divine in the chat. This has been an incredible episode. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for having guys like you agreeing to be on this, especially because I'm only like 10 episodes deep, and I'm already getting, I feel like banger episodes, man, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, man, whenever you want to be on again, just let me know, and we'll have you on again if you got something to promote, or if you're elevating the DJ Academy to the next level. Yeah, man. It was actually an absolute joy talking to you, and hopefully one day we can meet up at an expo or something like that. It'd be super cool, man.
Bro, please. Yeah, we got each other on Instas and stuff. I'll shoot you my number if anytime you got a question for me. Like, I try to be as open as I possibly can. Matter of fact, I actually might be coming down to Houston at some point because my boy, I was telling you, that lived in Dallas, Fort Worth. Him and his family are moving down to Houston in, I think, October.
Okay.
So sometime next year when my kids are a little bit older, because he's got the same age kids, we want to fly down there. So one way or another, like, I would love to meet with you. I don't know if you fly up to Atlantic City for the expo. I will be there in August, and if I can make another one, I will make another one. But business calls, bro. Like, it's crazy out here. So I would love to meet with you sooner than that, though. 100%.
Awesome, dude. Well, again, everybody say thank you one more time to Jon Divine in the chat. Thank you, guys. Thank you so
chat.
much for coming,
Appreciate
man.
y'all.
I appreciate you, and we will see you on the next episode next Wednesday. Everybody, love you guys. Thank y'all. See y'all
Later,
next
guys.
Wednesday. Peace.
Take care. Thank you, brother.